Hi, I'm Monica Flores, and this is your mat flow series. So I will only be using light weights and a yoga block. I'm using a soft yoga block. So if you have a cork, go ahead and grab a towel to put your knee over that. This is just a quick series targeting all the parts of your body, nothing specific, a lot of stretching. So this is great to do if you don't need to do cardio or you have already done cardio. All right, so we're gonna start in all four, and I'm gonna separate my knees. I'm gonna take them shoulder distance apart, and I just want you to round your back. That should feel really, really good to stretch out, and then arch all the way. Stick your seat back and pull in. As I do this, I press my shoulders down, I arch my back. Our lower backs get very, very tight, upper shoulders get tight, and down we carry heavy bags, we drive a lot in the car, and two more. We go big and arch, and in and arch. Okay, I'm gonna take one leg out, doesn't matter which one, with the opposite hand. I'm gonna curl in, tap my elbow, press out. As you do, thumbs higher than your head. Pull in and press. Just activate your core, reach, but get the stretch through the upper body and your hamstrings. Let's do 4 and press, and 3 and press. 2 more, 2, reach, 1, find a balance, press, press out, and come in, sit back in a child's pose. All right, let's do the other side. So we go leg, arm, nice and tall. Pull in, reach out. Pull in, reach out. In and press, and in and press. Let's do 4, reach, 3, press, 2, out, 1, take it all the way out, stretch, and child's pose. Okay, having your knees on the mat or toes, it's up to you. But we are going to go into a very, very wide hand push-up. Hips, try not to be here. Hips forward so you don't have any pressure on your kneecaps, and lower your chest all the way down. Come all the way up. That deep, that controlled. Here we go. And down, 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 up, up, up. Since this is the first exercise, you are not tired yet. So take your chest all the way down. Down, 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 up, up, up. Stomach tight at the top. Down and press. And remember, push-ups, for women especially, under your armpits, push down, get all around your torso, press. Let's do 5 more. 5, very slow and controlled. Think of all of your body parts engaging and working together. Down and up. 2 more. Down, 3 more. 2 right here. Down and press. 1 more. Down and press. Sit back and stretch. Take one hand under and stretch into your shoulder. Take your other hand under and stretch into your shoulder. Take your hands down to the mat. I am in all fours, and we're going to lift up on balance, 2 hands up. On balance, it does not matter which leg you take forward. Take one leg forward, knee in alignment with the ankle. We're gonna press into a wonderful hip stretch all the way forward. You can look up to the sky, and then we're gonna sit back. This is your first hamstring stretch, so it might be a little tighter, it might be a little higher. Grab your toes if you can, always a goal. Hold it here for 4 and 3. I'm gonna keep my head up, and then we're gonna do it again. Take your hands up, you can stay here, or arch your back slightly and look up, and then sweep back. So you're balancing as you stretch. Balance is good for your mind, connects your mind to your body. Lift up 1 more, press back, and then sit. Exhale, hold. All right, from here, after our 3rd one, we're gonna come back up to the kneel, press forward, opposite hand to our knee, and open that back hand. So I'm gonna tap the back of my hands. Our torso gets very tight. My hips are staying forward, but I twist for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hand comes over. This time I will take my nose all the way down to my leg. Breathe, exhale. Place the work into your lower back through your hamstring. 4, 3, 2, 1. No hands to balance. Then I pull my leg back. We do the other side. Stretch. Find your center and then press forward and lift. And then sweep back. Let's get more of a flow this side. Exhale. And then come forward. Sweep as you lift and down. And stretch. Remember, recovery. If we don't recover, we will get injured. So make sure you do this video on your days when you need to stretch. And last one, come forward. Take your inside hand to your knee, outside hand to a twist. And tap, and tap, and tap, and press. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Open and stretch. Try to balance with your hands. Tuck your nose into your knee. Pull your stomach in for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, knees down, elbows jet forward. Okay, here we go. Drop both knees, drop both knees. If you need to, put one knee down, slower. That's an option, or 2. And tap, and tap, and tap. We have 10, 10, 9. Are your shoulders pushing down? Are you lifting through your center? Use your toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and hold. Now really engage your seat. Planks are as much about engaging the bottom part, lower body, as much as your core and your arms. Hold it here. All right, separate your hands. Tiptoe forward, tuck your head, lengthen through your Achilles, bend your knees and walk back. Lift your eyes. Find a stretch through your calves. All the way up. Stretch, 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 and down, down, down. Let's do 2 more, just like that. All the way up, wherever that is for you. Some people will only take half a step in. This is a hard stretch. Lift up, press our calves. Get very tight. Exhale through our shoulders, and then walk down and hold. Here we go. Single, 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 single. 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And feel free when you repeat this video to take breaks whenever you need. All right, we're gonna open right, left. So on your elbows, I'm gonna open to one side, place my bottom knee down. We're going to go down, up, lift the top leg, release down, up, lift, down, up, lift. So I'm keeping my hips nice and pressed forward. Down and lift. So we're working underneath our armpit, which is a very sensitive spot for women, right? Right under here. Down and press. 2 more. Down and press. Last one, hold. Take your top arm to the mat. We're gonna take our top foot down and extend through our bottom leg. You can stay here or add little pulses. If taking both toes to the mat is not an option, do pulses with one knee down. That's perfectly fine. Lift and tiny. Bottom oblique right here. Up and up for 10, 9, 8. Very good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sit into a child's pose. This bottom arm, reach it forward. It needs a stretch. Exhale, look behind you. Breathe. And I'm gonna flip around towards you, so I'm gonna give you my back. So we're gonna be here. And I'm gonna have my knee down. We're gonna sit, lift. So I'm stretching, lengthening. So my body is stretching in 2 directions. Sit and kick. We have sit and kick. Let's do about 5 more. So these are always options. You carry these into all of my videos. When you get to a spot where you don't feel you're ready or you just don't want to do it that day, all of these options work. Hold it here. So you can stay here. Pulse, lift, but press your hips forward, or hand down, big. So I want you to get the over arc today. So I'm using my arms and lift. So kind of over exaggerate that lift. And pressing. You have the ability to do that with your hand down. Lift. And 5. We have 4 and 3 and 2. All the way up. Sit down into a child's pose. All right, let's roll up. Carry our arms in back and just interlace our fingers and stretch. Hold it here, or you can take your focus up and down. Reach around. Now try not to touch the floor. Use your back. Up, down, press, over something big, sit down. Use the back of your body and press, and down, hold. Good. All right, let's take a back stretch here on your back. So some people like to straighten their arms and come up just a few inches, which is perfectly fine. Or take your hands here and stretch your back. So it's whatever is good for your body. I like to really get an open feeling through my shoulders for 4, 3, 2, tuck your toes, lift up into a down dog, stretch your shoulders, stretch your calves. Let's come into a plank, lower down, and then come up. Let's just do about 5 of these, just to wake up our body. Come up and press. Come into a plank. I go into a tricep push-up down, and lift, tuck, and press. And 3 more. Center, down, press, tuck your toes, come up, go at a pace that's good for you. In, down, press, tuck, lift, and last one. In, down, hold. Wherever you are, lift your pelvis and sit back, stretch. Reach your hands forward for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, I'm gonna bring you forward. Let's take our legs in front. So, sitting up against an imaginary wall behind you, walk your hands forward. So this is a stretch that we don't do enough. So if you have a band or anything at home you want to use as a prop, you can do that. But let's take our elbows down and nose between your knees. Hold it here. Elbows down for 8, 7, 6. You can always grab your yoga block, place it under your feet to help you out. But lengthening through your hamstrings saves your lower back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, straddle. This is another one we don't do enough. You can take a yoga block and just start your rocks. You can take a yoga block and sit on it. This is also a way to get higher if you're not over your hips yet. But I'm just gonna kind of keep you here. So while I talk, you do whatever version is good for your body. And you want your kneecaps to go up to the ceiling, open up, and stretch. Let's hold it here for about another 8 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Just take your right leg over. I'm gonna take my hand, twist as I lift first. Feel it through the outside of your hips. Up, 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 and then take your necklace and put it on your shin. So I say shin because knee is here. I'm gonna turn even more square. Put my necklace down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Stretch your hips. So twist as you lift. Get a stretch through your shoulder, and then look, and then we put our necklace down and stretch. Remember, both sit bones are on the mat. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's finish out upper body. So I'm gonna take your yoga block, place it in between your knees. I'm sitting up against an imaginary wall behind me, so I'm gonna give you my diagonal view. Let's start with some bicep curls. So up and down. You can always have your legs here, but keeping your legs up works your lower back to keep your entire torso engaged. Press and press and press and press. We have 8, 7. You don't have any more than 3 pounds or what your body can handle. Lengthen arms. So lengthen your arms. Turn your palms out as you lift. Pull them down and press out. Now remember, as we lift our arms, we push our shoulders down and press, pull down and press, pull down. You have 8 and 7 and down and 6 and down and up. You sit up taller, use your legs and lower abs. 4 and 3, 2 more, 2. Turn your palms out, halfway to 90. Lower all the way down, adjust your back. Lift up 90. Come up to a high V. 90, down. You can put your weights down, fingertips, or you can float. It's up to you. 90, up, 90, down. 90, up, 90, down. 3 more. 90, up, 90, down. Sit up taller every repetition. Try not to swing. Last one, down, hold. Little tap, little tap, little tap. Feel it in your entire torso. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stretch. Pull it in and bicep curl and lift and lift and lift and up. We have a 4, a 3, a 2, 1, 90. So hands out, I like to use my thumbs over my weight and press forward, press forward. Now here, we're gonna try not to move your pelvis up. I love doing arms on the floor because you can't use your legs. You have to just focus on your core and your back. Press and press, reverse, back and back and back and press. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your arms down. I'm gonna swing your legs behind. We're gonna be kneeling towards me. Bring your hands up to the right. I'm gonna place my hand in my calf and stretch. Remember, this video is all about working through recovery. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You can stretch your body and work your body at the same time. Interlace your fingers. Sit down, stretch your back, and then stand up tall. I'm going to pick up my weights and we're going to do triceps here. So I'm gonna jet my hands up, down, and press. If you need to sit down, some people like to sit if it's too much for their knees, or you can always stand, but this is gonna be very short. I'll face this way. So I'm gonna lift up, down, press, down. Now here, it's very tempting to move my upper body, so I keep my rib cage nice and controlled. Press, down, and press. All the way down and up. So it's one thing to stop here, go all the way to the base of your hairline. Press, down, stomach tight, down and press. We have 8, up, 7, press, 6, reach. Again, focusing underneath your armpits, down and reach. My arms start here. 4, we have 3, up, 2, up, 1, up. Half press. So shoulders push down. I'm gonna pick up the pace here. Lift, down and up. That's the beauty of light weights. Higher reps, low weight. Give you that muscle endurance. Press, down and up for 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6. Look down to the floor so your neck doesn't get tired. 3, and 2, and 1. All the way over, hold, hold, hold. Now reach back, lift your arms, sit all the way down. Come up and press. So this is a stretch. So I want you to get full mobility through your arms, through your torso, and hinge back. And press high, and hinge back. Stretch your body, 2 pieces, down to the floor, up to the sky. Down and press. Let's do about 4 more. Down and press, and 2, and up. We have 3, and up. Last one right here, stand tall. Little tap, all the way up to the sky. Pull your stomach tight for 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8. Pull in here, lower back pulls in. We have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Sit down. Okay, I'm just gonna sit on my heels and open my arms. Stretch, do some circles. We have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, using our yoga block. Bring in alignment with your above your knees, and I'm just going to sit down on the floor. All right, this should feel good. Take your arms to the side, dip your toes, scoop up, and stop in the center. So I go, this is your corkscrew, Pilates corkscrew with bent knees. So what is a corkscrew? It is just a circle, but I get into my oblique stretch, then I use my core to bring my knees in. Then I reverse, oblique stretch, shoulder stretch. This should feel so yummy and good. And over. Work while you stretch. And lift. Center. Do about 1 more set. Down. So it doesn't have to be as big as mine. It can be very shallow. But use your lower core to lift the block back up to 90 hold. Here we go. Hands behind and touch your forehead to the block. Forehead to the block. Lift and down and lift and down. We have 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6 and 5 and 4. We have 3 and 2. hold, look, I'm gonna take one hand up, forward so I can tap my forehead to the block, to the block. I'm looking right at my belly button. Press, 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 press. I have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. I'm just gonna stretch you out. If you wanna lift your hips, stretch out your hips, do that here for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, take your right knee into a chair sit. Stretch your hips. So I'm gonna pull my bottom leg deeper into my chest, and then my top leg is going to lengthen up. Interlace your fingers and go for that tiny shaking feeling. So you want your muscles to really wake up. I'm gonna stretch my bottom leg. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, really pull, exhale, feel every muscle opening, and then other side. Feet over and pick up your bottom leg. Stretch. Yes, you can roll your ankles here. I'm always pointing my feet so my ankles get so tight. Pull, 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 pull. And then stretch your top leg, interlace, and stretch. Over, reach. So even if you don't do this workout weekly, try to at least do it every couple weeks because you need to stretch out your legs and feel every muscle opening. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, take your yoga block. Again, this is a soft yoga block. If you have a cork one, just be careful it falls on you. So I'm gonna take my elbow to my knee. So let's just set up here. Bring one knee in, here, here. And I have to apply pressure into both to keep it up. So once you get this hand will come behind your head. So you can stay here. Option 1, keep this knee bent, tap your ankle, put it down. Tap your ankle, put it down. Or you can go knee, stretch. So this is all we're gonna do here. And what we're doing is focusing on the block side, anchoring into the mat. The moving side is keeping straight and not knocking our block out of our arms. Press and in. I want you to go very slow and controlled today. In and press. And even if you have a bent knee to the floor, you can extend your flexion, meaning it doesn't have to be so bent, so you really use your lower abs. 6 and press, and 5 and press, 4 and 3, 2 more, 2 and 1, out, release. Take your block up into your hands, press to a bridge, down, press to a bridge, down, and up and down, and up and down. You have 10 and 9, stretch your hips, lift it up for 4, we have 3 and 2 and 1. Walk your feet in, heels are gonna be together, toes are apart. So my toes look like this on the floor, knees are gonna be out. So I'm gonna be here with my block. This allows me to be low, knees open, squeeze, knees together at the top. Low and up, sit, down and press, down and press, open and close. My heels are glued together and press. Lower abs lift, getting all around our thighs. Speed it up to fire up the work through your legs. Down and push, down and squeeze, down and squeeze. So the combination of slow and faster movements is what makes your body able to do any type of workout and be very, very strong. 4 and 3 and 2. Take your block in between your knees. Squeeze. My heels are still glued. Push, push, inner thighs. This has to be a very small movement because my heels are glued, my toes are slightly apart, and my thighs are squeezing my block up and up. Again, fire up your tempo. Lift, 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 press. Up, 3 counts of 8. Squeeze your block as hard as you can. Push and push and push and push and lift and lift and up and up. We have 2. Press, squeeze, squeeze and up. Belly's tight and up and up. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, up, shoulders are relaxed. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up and squeeze, down. You should need a stretch through your inner thigh. So I'm just gonna take my knees out and in. If you wanna go to a stretch here, you can, or a happy baby. It is all up to you. Your body, what feels good for your body. Here we go. Okay, other side. So let's take our elbow into the knee. This is position one. I'm gonna curl my head here. So this is nice and pressed in together, reach. So I'm gonna go into an ankle tap here, or you can keep your knee bent to the floor, up. But this, I have your hand behind your neck, and your head is very high, so you should never feel extra tension, and press and in. Now try to touch the wall in front of you. That is how much you lengthen your leg. In, even if you're on the floor. Up and tap, and up and tap. We have 8, reach, 7, reach, 6, press, up, reach, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, stretch, release. Take your block to the side, bring your arms up, and little twist, little twist, little twist, little twist. So now you can go bigger and press. You don't have to worry about balance. Let's speed it up here. Press, 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 reach, over, over, over. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, stretch, press through your hips. Exhale, you can even tuck your hands under, get a wonderful hip flexor stretch for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, roll down some high kicks here. High kick, stay on one leg. I want you to feel 2 things here. Yes, your hips are anchoring, but back into a hamstring stretch, down and up and down. We have 8, are your shoulders anchored? Are your hips anchored? Press and down and up and down. We have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1 other side. Switch. You can always bend your bottom knee for more back support. And big and down, push. So I do high kicks for most of my bar videos, and the application's the same, right? Our shoulders are always square over our hips, and down, control through our lower core. Best exercise for your lower abs. And down, we have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, come in. All right, because this is a mat series, we have to try our teaser. So we're gonna pull our knees in. You can always hug your block if it helps you. Rock up to a seated position and find the teaser through your back. Reach, release your hands, roll down if you can. I'm just gonna roll down into the mat. Here we go. Roll up and release and down. Remember, your other option is to take it into a full teaser. Lift. So find where it's good for you today. And if it's not a full teaser today, that's fine. That's what we work up to, right? This is a lifelong method. And press. I'll be doing this in 185. And down. Press. Last one. And lift your back and extend wherever you are for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in. All right, rock up to a seated position. Let's finish with some seat. So I'm gonna use this block. I'm gonna place your knee over it. You do not have to use the block. It will work your bottom hip just a little bit more. And we're gonna be here. So my toes connect to start, release when I start working. I'm just gonna kick up and down. Kick up and down. Up and down, and press and down. Press, down, press. Big squeeze, down. If you feel it's too much for your bottom hip at any time, take the leg off the block. Let's fire it up and down. Remember, rule of thumb, if your wrists feel like they have too much flexion, you can make a fist. 10, and 9, and 8. We have 7, and 6 fired up, and big kick. We have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, 90. Tuck your toes, push up to a split, bring it down, and pull your knee in. That should feel good. Press up and in. This is a mat stretch, so we're still gonna work with lengthened muscles all the way up. Pull it in. 3 more. Up and in, and 2, and in. Last one, lift, and in, carry it off the floor. This is it. Flex your foot, press, press, press. Up, I'm gonna vary your leg here. So nice and tight, straight leg, toes out towards the knee. Press, press, and up, and up, and up. Now let's bend your knee. Up, up, up. Lower your elbows. Let's actually only lower one elbow. I'm gonna keep the same leg as arm. Out, and tap, and tap, and tap, and tap, and tap, and press, and press. We have 10, 10 at the very top. Lift it up. These should never feel easy. You're always going to a more open hip, higher leg. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take your knee all the way to the side and sit into that hip. Stretch, breathe. Okay, let's finish with the other side. So I'm gonna put your knee on, toes connect, and then they disconnect here. And fire it up. So I'm gonna go all the way down and up. Press. So when you lift your hips, you keep that same dynamic. Press it up and press and press. Lengthening your muscles the entire time. And lift. It makes your body look youthful when you have flexibility. Press and up. We have 3 and 2 and 1. Now tuck your toes wherever you are, with or without your block. Press. Bring it in and curl. Press up and in and curl. So just gently put your body, your knee back on the mat, and you can take it in stages. You can go here, press, you can kneel down and curl. It doesn't have to be section, it doesn't have to be a full complete, it doesn't have to be a flow like mine. Lift up and press. Do about 2 more. And this is your last one. Press and hold. Flex. Little tap, little tap. Try to float your bottom leg. So right here, my leg is already fired up because I have to pull into a balance. I'm really using the balance of my standing leg. Push, 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 push. 10 and 9 and 8 and push and push and push. Up, up, up. Now we're gonna bend the knee, keep pulsing, lower your inside leg. Your inside leg. This is an arm, your arm, and push, and push, and push. Tiny tap. Now notice my knees are going towards you. They are not parallel. And up, and press, and lift, flex your foot. It puts more work into your glute. And push for 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, and push, push, lift, lift for 4. We have 3 and 2. And up, sit down. I'm gonna take my block away if I was using it and sit down. All right, one more. We're gonna come up to a stretch. Finish, well, it's not an exercise, it's a stretch. So let's come back into our kneel. You can do a few of these. But what I want you to try is to go from a lengthened leg, walk this forward leg forward. Try to find whatever split you are at today. So you can stay here, you can be here, or try to lengthen down. So split is an ambitious stretch for pretty much everybody, including myself. My splits they're not the same as they used to be. But it's a good thing to try to gauge your progress because flexible hamstrings are just something that we need as we get older. So try the other side. So relax your bottom leg, walk it back, and then try to start walking this leg forward. So see how I'm already supporting into a pretty high hip stretch? Then it's all about the hamstring in front if I can lower down. So that's why we just try to work that every week and stretch, stretch, stretch. Do wherever, yes, good, for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. All right, let's finish how we started in a cat-cow and round. Any tension you push into your back for the all 4, just let it go. 3 and 2 and 1. Come up, take your shoulders back, get ready for your day. Lift up tall, and that was your mat stretch with flow.